Hello, Mac here, and today I'm going to talk about, is GTA Online too much like a military game? So this is just going to be a discussion about, kind of the military vibe of GTA Online that has been kind of going on in a few DLCs recently. And I saw a post on VG247, and it was posted by Matt Martin. It was a post, and he talks about how Heist transformed GTA Online for better or worse, and I'll have a link to it in the description if you want to go check it out. But he talks about, some things with the Heist update, how it has changed GTA Online. And at the end, which is what I'm going to talk about with this, he says that it added more military vehicles and more violence. Now, I may go back and talk about some of the other points he talked about with the Heist update and how they changed GTA Online. But the main thing I want to focus on is where he said that GTA Online now has more violence because of it. And he says, quote, "Up until the release of Heist, there was a misconception about GTA Online's free roam game. Everyone playing it was a psycho griefer, running up to you the moment you stepped out of your apartment, nuking personal vehicles and ragging on you when you respawned. But that wasn't true. Every online game has its share of idiots, but GTA has a much more friendly community as a psychotic one. But with Heist came the VTOL jet, the armored Kuruma, the insurgent with mounted gun. Even now, well over 2 months since Heist went live, there's a whole lot of unforgiven attacks from strangers. Free roam is a war zone with a map full of red skulls and armored vehicle icons. Regular players have been asking for military gear for some time, and add in a fast bulletproof car, a rocket-proof truck, and more maneuverable jets, granted that wish for good or bad." And then he goes on to say, "It feels like a misstep for the game, but one that can't be corrected. Maybe there's a relation to the increase in violence and the uptake of invisibility hacks. Free roam has become less about crime and more about military. Ill-gotten gains looks like it will bring back more of the posing, the gangster flossing, and the wealth flaunting, and that can't come soon enough." So he talks about that, and honestly, I agree on a few of his points. He does say that, GTA Online has gotten a little more, violent. He has said that, it has gotten a bit more where if you go in free mode, if you're in a session with other people, most of the time they're just going to go kill each other. And it has become less about crime, and I want to talk about that, because with the Heist update, there were a lot of military vehicles, and even in just other updates, like the LTS update, the flight school update, there's a lot of things with it that it feels like it is kind of a military game in a few respects. I mean, you have military vehicles like the Insurgent, the tank, the jets, the Savage, the Valkyrie, and you have all those. You have military clothing from the LTS update and some military clothing from the Heist update. You have military weapons, military grade weapons that have been added to the game, and in a lot of cases, it does feel like, in a way, it is a kind of a military game. And with all the new vehicles and stuff, it does actually feel like that. But it feels like that's what some of the people in the community want. They want that military kind of feel with it. But then there's other people that don't really want that. They don't want new military stuff. They want more, racing stuff, or more, high-end cars or something like that, and less about military kind of stuff. I feel since the community is so diverse, that, there's people that want a military update, then there's people that don't want it, there's people that don't care about the new updates, and I feel because of that, you just have all these different people in the community that want different things. I mean, you have people that do want a military update, and they want more military vehicles, they want new attack choppers, new attack jets, new military grade weapons, and new military clothing. And then you have people that don't care, and they want more crime and stuff that's like in the ill-gotten gains where it's just rich stuff. And then you have people that want new supercars and more racing themed stuff. And then you have people that their main thing with GTA is just taking snapmatics. And then you have people that just do all these different things with the community. And I feel because of that, there's people that do want a military, and they do like the military aspect of GTA because, to be honest, it is quite unique. I mean, it's basically an open world military game, if that's what you do want to play with it. If you do, go around, make a military themed character, use military clothing, military vehicles and stuff, and military weapons, you can. And, it's kind of like a 30-player open world military game, if that's really what you want. But then at the same time, you know, it's GTA is based off of a crime game. You know, should GTA 5 and GTA Online have all this military stuff whenever it's based off of crime? You know, I mean, what criminal would go around and use a MI24 or a Harrier jet? You know, what criminal would do that? But then, I don't know. Me personally, I don't mind the military vehicles. I would like, you know, more supercars, more actual cars, because I feel like recently we have gotten a lot of that military stuff. But at the same time, I don't really mind it. People always ask for like a Cops and Crooks DLC, but then, you know, for me, it's like, I don't really want that, because to me, GTA is always a game where you're playing as the criminal. You're never really playing as the cops or the good guys. But then there are people that want to be playing as cops in the game. But to me, I just don't really think that fits GTA Online. I don't think that would be a good DLC because of that. And to me, if I wanted to actually play as cops, I would just play like Battlefield Hardline or something, or Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, where you can play as cops and have like an actual game based off the cops. But at the same time, there are a lot of people that do want cops and, like a Cops and Crooks game mode. And, you know, I feel like the same thing kind of applies for a military game. While I wouldn't mind a lot of military stuff being added, should GTA stay as a criminal game, where you're robbing banks and you're doing heists and stuff, or should, you know, they focus on a military game? So let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. Would you like more military stuff to be added to the game, like new attack helicopters, new attack jets, stuff like that? Or would you like, you know, more of a criminal kind of feel with it? You know, would you like it to stay more criminal? And I feel with Ill-Gotten Gains, it's going to feel more like a criminal kind of DLC. You know, it's not going to have many military features except for maybe the combat PDW and maybe a few other things. But it's not going to feel much like a military kind of DLC. So let me know your thoughts on it in the comments. Hope you enjoy feedback. So let's push it out. See you guys in the next video.
Did I finish first? What the fuck? On that game, right, we just parachuted down, mate. I landed first. I was the first person on the island, right? Sat waiting around for everyone else to bring down a field on a race, mate. They went, I finished second, mate. I was stood there, it's gone, you finished first when I landed, and then it's gone, I finished second. Supposedly this guy beat me somehow. Yeah, that's his parachuting time, and he come first. I hit every checkpoint and win.